We're pressing the button now.
Cool.
Yeah, it just I don't tend to need maths on a day-to-day level, but when I do need them, I can't do it.
Yeah, same. I didn't know I was dyslexic until I was 10, so that was a fun time too.
Oh, right, yeah. Ah, yeah. It's hard. Okay, we are live on
Yeah.
Facebook. Awesome. Introduce yourself to the world.
I'm Charlotte. I live in Orlando, Florida. And is there anything else you want to know?
No, we can chat after. So
Okay.
awesome. It's really nice to play with you, Charlotte. And I'm going to take a word from the old computer. And we'll just play, see what happens. Okay. So the word that caught my eye is smile.
Oh, cool.
Smile. Yay.
Okay.
I'll put a timer on. Yeah, so whenever you're ready.
Okay. Are we gonna turn our cameras off and then come back on?
Want to do that? Yeah, cool. That's awesome. Oh,
I'm so excited.
me too.
Man, normally I'm not the one for surprise parties, but I'm so excited right now.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for Mom to come through the door, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her face. We've worked so hard in getting Mum's birthday together. I can't wait to see her face.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna scare her real good.
Like scare her in a good way, or like I.
I mean, you know, there was that one time when we threw that surprise party for Grandpa, and that didn't work out too well. But I think this one will be better.
Yeah, and that was pretty sad. But like, no, I mean, Grandpa was like 80. That was his 80th birthday, whereas this is Mum's 60th. So it should be.
Yeah,
She's got some years left in her ticker yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks so much for everything you did. Like, I was just working so hard, and that I just couldn't. I didn't have the time to put in to get all the decorations. But you have done. It looks beautiful, like pink and white balloons, her favorite color, as we know. And so thank you. I just wanted to say thanks, because I don't feel like I pulled my weight in organizing the party.
I mean, you didn't really, but that's okay because now we can just spend time together and have fun and enjoy the party.
Yeah.
You know, I was able to get a really great deal at Party City, and so
Is that the place that's like? Is that the place that's like does bargain decorations, like cheap?
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're familiar with like the Spirit Halloween stores, except for party supplies, and they have like you can get pinatas and streamers and balloons and you know plates that match the napkins for parties.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can see you've done it. You've done us proud, and yeah, it looks amazing. And I'm sorry. I know I didn't pull my weight. I know. I'm sorry. I kind of basically left you to it. But you are pretty organized. You're way more organized than me. You always have been. So I just thought I'd let you get on with it and not get in the way.
Yeah, well, it's funny that you should mention that, you know, I'm more organized than you, but like I just feel like you're the more responsible one in the family. You always have had a job and you've always worked really hard and you've been providing for yourself, but like I've just kind of been, you know, just and that's why I'm able to plan the party and because I have so much free time. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But you know, it will happen. It will happen for you. I know that you wanna make films. So, you know, just It will come when it comes. And in the meantime, I'll just carry on working in my boring HR job. I do work really hard, but it's not what I want to do. Whereas you have a passion. I want you to find your passion.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've always been the rule follower. That's why you make such a great HR boss manager.
Yeah, it's true. And it's funny because like my filing system is awful because I'm not very organized. I mean, I'm good at following rules. I know all the legislation. I just don't file it properly.
Yeah, you just don't. You're a rule breaker, and you just don't care about following the rules because you're just so
Yeah.
organized. You're like, I don't need this organization. I'm just gonna do what I want. But
Yeah.
also, I'm gonna try to follow the rules, and
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Both. I like following rules and also I'm not organized. Whereas you're like very organized, but you don't have a job yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I created an entire spreadsheet and Google Sheets where I
Yeah.
have all the jobs that I've applied for and every single rejection.
Yeah.
Uh, that
Yeah.
way, when I get famous, I can just be like, "Hey, all you companies, like, I'm just screw you. Look at me now. I don't."
Do you, Rebecca, do you ever think that maybe you should get rid of all those rejections? I mean, it's not, you've got a whole spreadsheet on your wall full of an Excel spreadsheet full of rejections, and maybe it's time just to let all that go and not worry about, or like don't let it drag you down. I don't know. Maybe I just sense that maybe it holds you back a little bit,
Yeah,
holding on to all that rejection.
yeah. This entire wall is just filled from floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And all the highlighted, no thank you, not this time, we're not going to consider you, it's
yeah,
all highlighted.
yeah.
Maybe you should, do you want to let it go, or do you like looking at all that shit?
Um, I think it's one of those things where I sit like to say it, I feel like it motivates me, but I also feel like it just brings me down because I'm just like I'm garbage because all these people think I'm garbage, but that's just a subjective thing. Like who cares about their opinions?
Well,
And
it's not
also,
true. It's not
yeah,
true. Like, we love you, mum loves you, you're brilliant. You don't need to listen to that shit. It is garbage.
yeah. And now that I think about it, like maybe I should have taken down all these rejections from the wall because they don't really fit with the pink and white balloons.
No, you're right. Oh my gosh.
That's kind of a bummer to have up for mom's birthday party. It's like, look at how much of a failure your eldest child is. Like she can't even get a job.
Oh my gosh. But Rebecca, this is perfect in a way. Like, mum's going to be here, like, well, and actually the guests are going to start arriving soon. Like, maybe this is the day where we just tear down the wall, because you're right, it doesn't fit in with mum's surprise party. Like, we just get rid of it. Like, tear
Yeah,
down the wall.
yeah, yeah. Just tear it down.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just start tearing it down.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That is so brilliant. I've been wanting you to tear down those stupid Excel sheets for so long. How do you feel?
It feels I don't I just if without those spreadsheets I don't know who I am.
Oh no. Uh,
But
wait. Well, you're not those. You're not those spreadsheets, though, Rebecca. You're not. You're different. You. We need to create different spreadsheets for you. Like, what would your ideal spreadsheet say?
well, I do have one that's exclusively for all the Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavored. So maybe I can print that out after mom's party and just put that up on the wall instead.
Yeah. Just have a whole spreadsheet full of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Would that
Yeah.
make you feel good?
Yeah, I think it would, because it would just remind me of all the times that, I've, emotionally ate a pint of Ben and Jerry's ice cream by myself and made myself feel better.
Right, right. Okay, yeah, I mean, we all comfort eat Ben and Jerry's, but I don't know. I feel like maybe that would just remind you to comfort eat in I don't know. Is there any like, oh my God, what was the thing that Father Patrick used to tell us when we were kids? Like Father Patrick had some amazing life affirming quotes, like maybe
Yeah,
the one where he said, um,
the one where he said, it doesn't matter what other people think of you, because you're the only one who can be the judge of yourself.
yes, which is unusual for a priest to say that, right? Because normally
Yeah,
God is the highest judge.
yeah,
But
yeah,
he was a quite radical, and he
yeah,
did say that. He said, "You are the only judge of yourself."
yeah.
I mean, would that work for you if that was like maybe we make a spreadsheet full of affirmations like that one? I remember the other one he said as well. He said, don't look down, look forward."
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I remember that one. That was pretty good.
yeah. I think that's a really great one. And then you could actually, tow some of your weight, and you could help me come up with this spreadsheet. We could use a Google Sheet, which then means it's collaborative, and then we can, in between when you're busy at work, of course. But or
Yeah.
you could do it at work because you like following rules, but you're also unorganized. So you can just be like, oh, I forgot. I'm unorganized. I didn't know I was supposed to be filling out all this paperwork. I was working on this Google Sheet.
I I would love to work on some Google Sheets with you. I I'm aware I know that I'm not spending a lot of time with you. I do feel bad about that. It sounds like you want me to spend more time with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love that.
I think I would love that too. Yeah, I'm just I'm gonna I'm gonna scratch out all my meetings that I had some meetings planned for Friday afternoon, but I can reschedule. I can reschedule them. Like we have the party tonight. I'll help you clear up tomorrow because I'm staying over anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'll clear Friday afternoon. How would that be?
That's perfect.
I I think this is not just Mum's birthday, but maybe like a new beginning for me and you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too.
Okay, I am gonna get my all my highlighter pens. One second, I'm just gonna get them.
Okay.
Okay.
I went and got my pencil box too.
Oh my God, I'm actually getting excited about being organized with you.
Yeah. I have my highlighters and my favorite pens too.
Gosh, that's brilliant. Oh, okay. Me too. Mine are all just in a stupid pile on the floor. They're not in an organized box like yours. Just on the floor.
I mean, that's a start. That's an organized pile. So it happens to be on the floor. Like it's still a pile.
It's true. It's on in a container. The container is called the floor, but it's
Yeah.
there.
Everything can be a container if you try hard enough.
Yeah. My whole apartment is a container, like, because there's just stuff everywhere. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good way of reframing it. I'm going to use that. That's an affirmation, Rebecca. Thank you. My whole flat is a container for my junk.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't have to feel bad about feeling unorganized. Like
Yeah.
you just have your own system and way of doing things.
Yes. I've got my own unique way. I'm so glad we had this chat. I'm really,
I mean,
yeah.
mom should be here any second. We
Yeah.
should probably hide,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Let's go and hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind the couch.
Okay.
Okay.
And scene. Yay! That was fantastic. Oh, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was super fun.
How are you in real life? Are you an organized person or a disorganized?
I'm definitely a chaotic mess. It's really funny because I literally had to have the conversation with my mom, who's very type A. Like, she has like notebooks on notebooks where she'll make lists of things she's gonna do for the day. And I literally had to tell her, because she came over to my apartment the other day and was like giving me crap about like being unorganized. And I literally had to tell her, I was like, look, just so we're clear, like, I'm an unorganized person and I know that drives you crazy, but like, you're just gonna have to deal with it and like just move on, like let it go, like, because I'm not gonna change and you're clearly not gonna change, so let it be what it's gonna be, because
Yeah,
like,
it is what it
there's
is.
no point. Like, she gets so upset at me and like frustrated with me, and I'm like, you're literally wasting so much energy into something that in the long term does not matter, and like it is what it is, so like let it go. uh, I keep joking, like, it's funny because both of my parents have never seen me do improv, but like, I always think that, like, if my mom, like, took an improv class, like, she would immediately have a bad time because she always wants to be in control. But I think it would, like, teach her to, like, let go and just, like, roll with things and let things be what they're gonna be instead of
Yeah,
being so hardcore about, like, trying to push her agenda on things.
yeah. Have you found that yourself, like with improv? Like, have you found like there's been a spillover from improv into life? Like, it's directly influenced how you are and who you are?
Yeah, 100%. Because, like, growing up with my mom being, like, a type A personality, like, I really just took that on. And, like, even though, like, I'm definitely, like, not a type A personality and I just am a people pleaser. So I just kind of, like, roll with things. I definitely have an opinion about how I think things should be. But I oftentimes just let that go because I don't want to like have conflict with people
Yeah,
or just like
yeah,
whatever. But like when I first started doing improv, I was like that annoying scene partner that, like, because I love writing, I would always be like 10 steps ahead of everyone and get so annoyed at my scene partner that they didn't do what they wanted to, like I wanted them to do, even though there's literally no way that they would have known because they can't read lines. So that was a fun
have you
thing.
chilled out with that
Oh,
aspect of
100%.
things?
Yeah, 100%. Because now I'm just like, oh, this person said something I wasn't expecting. This is fun. And like, now I can have fun with this instead of being like, oh my goodness, now I have to figure out where this is going. Like, this is garbage. Like, I'm
Yeah.
upset. Like,
I think that's one of the most beautiful discoveries that I think maybe everyone has, but I remember having it, that discovery where it's like, okay, like that it's okay that the scene or whatever is going that way. Like, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, it was a beautiful it's just a beautiful process to go, oh, okay, yeah. I
I'm
didn't have to
still
control
alive.
the
Yeah,
scene.
you're like, I lived. This is not the end of the world. Like, this is still happening, even though it didn't happen the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, and that whatever way it goes is playful and joyful if you make it so. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think like we can't control the scene, we can control our reaction to the scene. So if the scene is going down a certain pathway that you didn't conceive or whatever, it's like you can either be pissed off about that, or you can go, okay,
yeah.
cool, yay, it's going this way.
Yeah. One of my favorite improv quotes that I did not appreciate the first time I heard it because it just made me mad because I'm like, is Susan Messing has a quote, if you're not having fun, you're the asshole. And I'd be like, well, but all these other people are like asking too many questions or like just nonsense. And it's just like,
Right.
but it's just so much more fun when you make it like a point to be like, no matter what happens, I'm just here to play and have fun,
Yeah, that's
and
a
not
great
be
word.
so concerned with like doing improv the right way or
Yeah,
whatever because it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah. So who's been inspiring you over, I mean, sort of quarantine improv, like Zoom prov, who's currently inspiring you at the moment?
Well, I don't know. There's so many people. Like I guess I'm just gonna plug the duo that I'm in with Stephanie Rae because that's been really fun.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's been really inspiring because we were talking about it the other day and we were like, we just break all the rules of improv, which is fun because our entire format is inspired by like the fact that like our characters are two people who've never met on a Zoom call. So it's like we immediately start out with not knowing each other. Like we ask a ton of questions because it's like in real life you would ask people questions when you're
Yeah.
getting to know them and stuff.
Yeah.
And like so it's really fun.
Wow.
Just to be like to have like the luxury of like being able to play with someone that like I know no matter what weird stuff I say is just gonna immediately be justified and grounded.
Yeah.
Um
So nice. Like it's nice to be so held by your scene partner, isn't it? Like they
yeah.
just, you have each other's back 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's inspiring you. Who else is inspiring you?
So many people that I'm gonna feel bad because I'm not gonna be able to mention
Oh,
all of them, and then I'm gonna be like, oh no, I
I
forgot
know.
all
It's
these
actually, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
people. But
But
yeah,
you're
uh,
currently at the Hideout, right?
yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff at the Hideout, which is fun, and I've really gotten to like one thing that I've loved about quarantine is I've gotten to do like the tech side of improv, which is something that I have always had an interest in, but haven't had the avenue to learn it. So it's been fun to do that.
Yeah. And yeah, go on. I thought I cut you off before. You were going to mention somebody else.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like I love playing with Stephanie because like in like my real life improv, I always thought I was the grounded person, but that was just because I felt a responsibility to try to like justify everything that was being said by my scene partners that I play with. So it's really fun to play with Stephanie because like I have kind of figured out like what my comedic voice is through quarantine and I really love absurd comedy. So it's fun to just lean into that and not have to worry about like taking care of people and playing with people who just like are going to take care of themselves. Like not that I'm not trying to be a supportive scene partner, but just people who can I don't know how to explain it if
You've
that makes
explained it perfectly. Yeah.
sense.
You and your scene partner, you both know you've got each other's back, so then you can lean into whatever you want to lean into, whether that's absurdist or whatever, because it's going to be yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not responsible for this, like soul. I say this a lot to my students as well. It's like you are not solely responsible for this scene. Like it's you and your other partner that is jointly responsible. So you can let go of all of that feeling like you have to take care of your scene partner or whatever. It's like um
Yeah.
you both at this game. So
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's also interesting because like the people I play with in real life, like they all have like a ton of short form experience, so they're just like immediately like, let's go to Crazy Town because this scene's only gonna last 3 minutes, and I'm like, y'all, we're doing like a 30-minute narrative, like calm down, like your
yeah.
character doesn't need a tail right now, like we could get to that later, like so I also feel like it's partially because like when I'm playing with them, like I'm trying to like ground their like
Got it.
absurdity, and so
Right.
I don't
You're
really have the chance
yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
Come
So
back.
it's yeah, you're like calm down, like this is like
Yeah.
y'all are crazy. I love you guys, but
I think it sounds as well like that a lot of that comes down to style as well. Like people
yeah,
have got different styles and preferences, and if your preference or style is for a bit more grounded, and then you earn the crazy town if it ever gets there, but it's earned. Well, but you start off very, maybe you start off pretty grounded, and short form is more like hit it 100%. You've got 3 minutes to hit it and then get off stage, so
yeah,
it's a different style, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. And so is there anything you want to plug right now, like any classes
Yeah.
or shows?
Yeah, I'm doing a show through the Hideout. I'm doing tech for a show called #Found, which is a horror show inspired by like found footage horror movies, and that's really spooky. And that's on Thursdays, for October, and I think it's at 9:30 Central Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be
Like 3 in the morning.
yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't sleep and you want to have some nightmares, you could just watch it.
Yeah, because I did a scene with Jay from Manila the other day, and he's
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
that.
He's in it. Yeah, yeah. He's
It sounds
great.
really fun.
Yeah,
So that's #found
yeah.
at the Hideout. And anything else? Any other
Oh,
shows or?
nope, that's it for right now. I'm just taking a ton of classes, but yeah.
Awesome. Great. Oh, it was super fun to play. I liked playing your sister. It was
Yeah,
great.
it's super fun.
It was really good. Thank you so much. And I'm going to stop the live feed now so we can say goodbye to the world. Bye, world. Tra, tra, tra.